Hey everybody, hope you guys doing all right. So perception and how the opposition, in my opinion, and I mean I guess it's more an opinion because you can base this on stats and facts, but it has, well, we'll just say my opinion, has skewed our collective and individual perception away from love and high positive energetic vibrations, aka God or source, creator, creation. And then of course within creation there is destruction, and so there are levels to everything, and within creation, destruction is a lower level in creation. But as we are children of the Most High, or children of the Creator, we are here, in my opinion, as human beings, designed to help perpetuate love and life and create. So it's in our, this is why the word of Yahushua is all about love and creation. It's not about destruction. Everything that they're telling us to do is about helping to avoid more destruction. It's helping to perpetuate more creation. And so that's why, like, when you look around us and everything seems to be destroying itself, whether it's people's spirits or their souls or the earth or war or whatever it may be, that's all from the enemy. And it's all designed, it's all been very purposely planned out and played for us to, be a part of. And they've dangled the bait in front of our faces very well. And the majority, if not, all of us to a lesser or greater degree, have bitten into the bait and absorbed, that level of evilness or negativity, opposition, whatever you want to call it, that we need to absorb based on the energetic level that we're at and things that we're going through. So it is what it is. We had to go through all of this, but the point is, like, we're at a point, in my opinion, in humanity's growth to where we have decisions to make, and things are moving that are going to move us, and so it's up to us if we want to. We have choices. We can choose to learn from that which we have seen that doesn't work and try to work on something that could work better, or we can continue on with this way that we know is not good for all of life, and see where it takes us. And my opinion is, seeing where that takes us is not a good place to go. As how could it be? I mean, how can you expect anything good to come from perpetuating stuff that hurts other life? And that's what we're doing here in America, and that's what they want to keep from our faces as much as they can, is how bad our effect is on the rest of the world and on ourselves, and how it keeps us away from our power, keeps us away from our love, and it keeps us away from doing the things that we actually really love to do. But they don't want us to know that. That's the biggest thing. If we know this stuff, then we're going to stop doing it, because not only do we know it's not good, in the general sense of things, but it also doesn't make us feel very good. Like, once you start living a life that's really in line with love, you start feeling really, really good. I mean, I'm just out here a couple days and I can feel my spirits are already more and more uplifted just by living a simpler life. That's not like, I'm not turning on switches all the time. I'm not using water all the time. I'm not hitting the microwave. I'm not living in that household with all those televisions and things running and all this and that and everybody's stressed out over all these things. Like, I'm not absorbing that anymore. So I have more time and space to work on things that I really love and send that out into the universe, and then that comes back to me without all the crazy toxic interference that is really unnecessary. But if that's the way people want to live, that's their choice. But nobody has to live that way if they don't want to, and they have the means to leave. And you really only need your feet to pick up and go, as long as you're an able body like myself. Like, it's another thing too, you don't need to have all this stuff just to go and live. You can do it people do it all the time. There's tons of homeless people here that get by with very little, and they're very happy people. Some of the most happiest people that I've come across in my life are homeless people. Not all of them, but some of them, yes, are very content, and just content people. Like, they help people out. They have beautiful souls. I can see, like, they're happy inside. They look enlightened. Like, and they go around all day pushing a cart. So there's something to less is more. And that's what this whole movement is about, is getting us back to nature, is getting us working simple jobs, getting us working with hemp, getting us working with the earth, getting us growing crops, getting us back to doing things that are good for us and the planet. So, all right. Anyway, let me continue on here. Everything is, of course, within creation. So yeah, destruction, the lowest level. So human beings are responsible for. So we are, perpetuating mass destruction, and we do have 200 million Christians here in America, and hundreds of millions more across the world. I think there's maybe even over 1 billion between the Catholics and the Christians. So how then, if we all look to the Word as our guide, is the world so full of so much destruction, when the Word is all about the opposite of destruction? So, I mean, it's a good question, man. I mean, with all these people that are believing in love and the word of Yahushua, wouldn't it make sense that more of those people, and a lot of these people have money and resources, wouldn't it make sense that there'd be more like love and happiness and creation and positivity and like ways of solving these problems rather than like the opposite, just more problems on top of problems on top of problems and like no way out and people losing more spirit and faith and hope than ever? I mean, so anyway, but we already know these things. I'm just repeating it back to everybody because repetition does help work to get the message deeper and deeper and sunken into one's skin. Sorry for my word mix-up. Okay, so in my work to help humanity help itself, I have found there are two key aspects that can open up new good and harmonious opportunities for all life, and if left underappreciated can lock us out of the new good and harmonious life opportunity. So yeah, if we don't embrace these things, then we're not gonna have the new life opportunity. But if we do, we can. It's that simple, and it's all about getting away from profit-driven societies, and then the other one is all about embracing hemp and getting over the suppression of hemp, and also recognizing that by suppressing hemp and slandering hemp and the cannabis plant, they have, or just collectively, like a lot of sick people have died, a lot of people have suffered, a lot of animals have been hurt, the planet's suffering. Like there's been a lot of pain and suffering that has been caused because the hemp plant has been suppressed on purpose. And then the same thing with the profit-driven systems. I mean, the military-industrial complex is all about fucking making more money and guns and ammo, so it's in their interest to have wars. And so they want people dead. They want people being killed. And then there's just the whole profiteering of the consumer system and the oceans and da-da-da-da-da. So, yeah, it really does break down largely those two things in particular are the things we need to focus on. It's getting away from profit-driven societies and embracing hemp and all of its things that it can do. And the word of Yahushua. But I mean, that the profit-driven is in accordance with the word of Yahushua, because it's all about getting away from a love of money, which is the root of all kinds of evil, which is the main reason why the world is the way that it is people have fallen in love with money. And a lot of them don't even realize